Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn, Lou, Seth, Gaius, and from the Villager Scar Studios, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Good, man. It's
Good.
football season. Game of Thrones is back. You know, gonna have a studio soon,
Yeah,
potentially,
yeah.
maybe
I
in
just
a few
started.
weeks.
I just started Game of the new House of
Yeah,
Dragons.
I kind of wanted to run a few episodes and then I'll start binging it. Is
Nice.
it good?
I just started it. I just watched Under the Banner of Heaven on Hulu, which if you didn't think Mormons were crazy, watch that shit. And then you'll realize they're fucking nuts.
Shout out to the LDS listener.
Actually, the sad thing, all the LDS listeners are my family members. So my four cousins and uncle in Utah, forgive me.
Remember to slap that up, vote, hit that bell.
All right. So today we are talking about the Cordoba and Morales Finca Santa Fe 10th anniversary. Cigar is a torpedo, 6.5 inch by a 50. Comes out of an undisclosed factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Nicaraguan Criollo 98 by Hunter Fillable from Nicaragua, blended by Azarias Mustafa Cordoba. Price point is $20. Cigar was released in April of 2022, and we bought these cigars from Corona Cigar Company. So if you are in Florida and near one of the locations, be sure to stop in for a cigar and libation. Otherwise, you can go to their website and purchase online, and they'll ship it to you. So with all that out of the way, June, what's your overall experience like with the cigar?
Uh, I liked it. I thought uh, the Splendor, he goes by Z, right?
Yeah,
If I remember right.
yeah, yeah.
Z, I think that's what we call him at the show. Uh, this reminds me of how Z likes to blend. I feel like he does a really good job of doing balanced cigars. And I thought this was super balanced. It had a lot of composure. All the flavors kind of, there's no spikes in flavors. Flavor in itself was, really clean. Um, and I thought it was tasty. It's kind of pricey for how much was this again, you said?
$20.
20 bucks? No, it's not that price. It's average. Fuck it, $20. It's $20 nowadays, like in the cigar world. Never mind. Never mind made that comment about the price.
There you
I
go.
liked it.
All right, Seth, what were your thoughts?
I kind of agree with. I mean, besides getting the flavor profile, I agree with June. It's a balanced cigar. I like the profile. It was consistent really from begin to end. I had this herbal, floral, light wood, peppery combo. It's just medium strength and body. It has this drier Nicaraguan flavor profile, which I enjoy. Kind of brings me back. Actually, I'm not even going to go down comparing it to that because then it's just going to go down into a whole fucking rat hole. But it's just balanced. It's just a lighter, not as earth heavy Nicaraguan puro. So nice construction, John.
Yeah, I mean, normally I really like Cordoba Morales stuff. He's sort of blending profile to what June was saying is usually right up my alley. For some reason, this one was a bit of a miss for me. I think I got a lot of the notes that Seth was talking about the first third. Sweet light bread, hay, some dried vegetable, pepper, coffee. Interesting and like light and like nuanced, which it seems to be kind of a lost art lately because everything seems to be coming out more medium full. So I was like, oh yeah, this is right up my alley. And I think it just a lot of that complexity for me kind of fell off in the second third. So it was really just kind of darker, mild coffee, dry wood, a little bit of sweet nuttiness, and some saltiness, but like the profile just wasn't dynamic enough to be engaging. And then the last third was kind of salty, dry wood and some nuttiness. So just for me, there just wasn't enough there to sort of elevate it. I also had struggled a little bit with the burn. I had to do two relights, which is a bit of a drag. Draw was perfect. So for me, kind of an overall average experience. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with toasted cedar and light amounts of black pepper and cardboard. That cardboard note left fairly quickly, and some light chalkiness joined in. Second third saw light creaminess and some wood bitterness join, while the chalkiness departed. Then the final third saw a light vegetal note join in towards the end. I thought the cigar had a basic and fairly average flavor profile throughout. Nothing really that got my attention or kept it. Um, this being an anniversary release, I was expecting a little bit more because I've enjoyed previous iterations of this line. But kind of with my experience and the high price point, it wouldn't necessarily be something that I would come back to. All right, so let's get into the scores. We're gonna start at the top with Jiunn at 6.97. Seth gave it a 6.57. John gave it a 5.8, and I gave it a 5.65. So Jiunn had that 6.97 matchup for you.
If it would have been for some minor issues with the burn and draw, this would have hit in the sevens for me because I actually rated the first, second, last, third to be good for the flavors part. So, yeah, I stand by this cigar.
All right, Seth, 6.57.
Yeah, listen, I thought the first 2/3 were really good. Kind of more average in the final third. I think if the final third had delivered more, I may have been probably, where were you at, Jiunn? I would have been right where Jiunn is.
6.9.
So yeah, just been around there, 69 on it. Yeah, John.
My score is actually a little on the low side, and again, I think it's the burn. So, like, if you ignore that and just think flavor wise, I think it's an above average flavor profile right around the 6 mark, 6.1. But that burn kind of held it back. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, my score matches up well. I thought it was average flavor profile throughout. It just never got off the ground for me. I had pretty good construction, but yeah, just kind of those mid fives. But based on my odd tone of saying construction. Final thoughts. When I got these cigars, I was super concerned because they were super light and they were super spongy. And when, sat in the humidor for at least 30 days before I smoked it, I take it out. Not as spongy anymore, but it's still super light. I was concerned that these were very underfilled cigars and that we were going to have like construction issues. But a couple of you guys had some burn things going on, but it I think mine burned fast. I just don't think it had all the tobacco it needed, at least the one I had. So it was kind of a weird thing going into it that I had an idea it wasn't going to go well. I don't know what you
I
guys'
think that was a
thoughts on the
cost
cigar were.
cutting. I think that was to stay within
I
budget.
mean,
right?
20 bucks. What do you cut cost on, right? So
Another filler, $25.
I
I
guess.
think closed foot is an interesting artisanal complication, but I think manufacturers need to get away from it because so many times the closed foot, it's just rolling the dice in terms of whether you're going to have humidity, moisture content issues, and I don't know if that was the case here, but it's hard not to draw that parallel because it's got a closed foot, which is, it looks cool, but if it's going to affect the burn, I'd probably skip it.
Yeah. All right.
Triple bands though, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Dope.
And the other thing is like you don't know. I don't think anybody else knows about this cigar. Like it's if you don't
Probably
know
not.
if you don't shop with Corona, you don't know that this thing exists. So
No.
Which is kind of sad.
Has that always
because-
been the case?
no, hasn't always been
No.
the case.
No, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to be, Cordoba and Morales used to be, well, I wouldn't say they were bigger, but they
Right.
used to
wider
have
distribution. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were going to the trade show, all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, and now
Mhm.
it's just kind of like everything's kind of good. Seems like it's, I don't know. I'm sure you can get it other places, but it seems to be like my visibility to it is only through Corona. So it's interesting.
Which is good enough reason to shop at Corona. So there you go.
Right. That's right. All right, wherever you're catching this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on all the social media channels. You can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
10th anniversary.